Hi there, everybody. I just want to create an amateur review, and when I mean amateur, I mean I've been flying for about 3 months with the Blade MSR. That's without the canopy. I got parts, and I've pretty much got a strong handle on flying the MSR. But I want to make a review so people don't make the same mistake I did when I purchased the 120 SR. And not that it's a mistake or it's cheap by any means, it's just I know there's a certain group of people buying this helicopter, and they're probably not going to be very happy with what they get, or they might have to modify their expectation or modify the helicopter to meet their expectation. So we'll get started. Start flying this MSR. I fly indoors quite often, and I also fly outdoors actually. You can handle wind up to 1, 2, 3 miles per hour. I've modified it heavily. There's some JB weld to hold those on that have broken. This is glued on really well. This tail's glued on. This canopy has been fixed a lot, so you can see it's got its hours in it. A lot of fun. Ready to fly model. Where was I at here? I'm not used to writing these reviews. But basically I'm establishing that I've upgraded from an MSR to the 120 SR for the purpose of outdoor flight. The 120 SR, if you're upgrading, you're probably looking for something that's going to fly in the wind. Okay? You might have flown at MSR and you find that it gets caught in the breeze and it's hard to fight the breeze. If you think that the 120 SR will be the end-all to that wind problem, you're wrong. As I was wrong. Keep in mind, I was wrong about it. It actually flies worse in the wind. And I'm going to say a couple of reasons why. One, it's still a fixed pitch. This is fixed pitch. To get more lift, it increases the blade speed. If you want to fight wind, you're going to need more blade speed, but then you're also going to go higher in the air. Collective pitches, where the blade actually twists, don't seem to have that problem. And again, this is an amateur review. I've never flown a collective pitch. But about 5 to 6 miles per hour, I actually think this almost handles better. Because when this drifts away, that's 100 feet. When this drifts away, 25, 50. I think one of the reasons is because it's fixed pitch and because it's such a heavy, or not heavy, but wider wing, it actually catches the wind more, kind of like a kite effect, while this has a tendency to seem to penetrate it a little better. I guess it doesn't catch as much wind, even though it's lighter. When I tilt it in, or I fight the wind with the yaw, it seems to be able to almost at least maintain a course. While what this does, it will fight the wind. I'll do my little dip thing, and if you know about fixed pitch, they like to do this maneuver when you come down from the dive. But as it does that, now look what happens. You're fighting the wind, and that same wind you're fighting becomes a kite and takes it up higher. So you'll try to dip down again, go up, and it even has more of a pendulum effect than the MSR, so it catches more wind and goes further. So the reason for the amateur review was to keep people from struggling. For those of us that are going for the 120 SR to fly like the MSR in wind. Now there's things you can do. One of the modifications was use a heavier battery. Another one was shave 10 millimeters off the wingtips. Some people shaved the fly bar down. And I thought about it after a while. And there's other things like use the ready to fly, or use the Spectrum DX6i. And I just thought one of the advertising things is that it flies in the wind. If I have to modify it that much, it's probably not worth my time. It's not doing what it intended. I'll stick with the MSR in the wind if that is the case. You can see this is the cheap little Chinese Sima that you get on Amazon for $20. So there has been a progression into this hobby. But yeah, that's basically about it. I wanted to share that. It's probably my only review ever since I'm not a hardcore helicopter guy. And again, feel free to disagree and debate. I'm pretty sure that I'm correct on that. And the fact is, if you go to the forums, there's a lot of people saying, does this fly in the wind? And you get mixed reviews from the pros who say, yeah, it flies in the wind, and the people that this is intended for saying it doesn't. So you're marketing this for an amateur. And if the amateurs say it don't fly in the wind, regardless of your skill level, it doesn't fly in the wind without modification. That's it. Sorry to beat this down. Again, it's an amateur review. Thank you and have a great day.